Welcome to Field of Fork. I'm Abby J, and it is the holidays. And I have my friend Mimi Tyson, social butterfly, with me to help us celebrate this season. And we're going to show you the many ways of celebrating. Mimi, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I know. And how do you normally celebrate the holidays?
I love celebrating the holidays with my children and different projects that we can do together as a family to decorate the house. And yeah, so I'm excited to learn what you have here today.
Absolutely. It's citrus season. I just got back from Ingles, and they have the most beautiful fruit. This is a tangerine. They have oranges, grapefruit. And as you see here, I've already been working on this project. And this is dehydrating fruit. You can do so many things with this.
How did you do this? This is like so beautiful.
So what you do is you slice it, you put it on a wired rack, put it in the oven at 225 for 2 hours, and you want to check on it time to time because some of the pieces may turn a little brown like this one, but no problem. I mean, you just got to be mindful that it's in the oven and you just got to keep your eye on it. Not like a regular dehydrator, but it doesn't mean you can't do it like this because I love doing it like this. And after you finish, there's just so many uses. I mean, I found this little jar at Ingles. And what we can do, Mimi, why don't you start packing the jar? And this little jar you can gift. You can gift it to someone. You can use the fruit. You can eat the fruit.
Smells delicious.
Yeah. I mean, it's lemons, limes, grapefruit, and oranges. This is the mix. You can use it as a drink. Put it on in your drink. You can also put it on a present, like a topper.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's so many uses to this.
I think it makes a beautiful gift. It's homemade. It comes from the heart. You know, if you're making something special for someone that likes to make drinks or celebrate the holiday, this helps you celebrate it very well.
Yeah, and it's very budget friendly, which I like. So everyone can do this. Plus, I think homemade gifts are the best.
Right. And you can get your kids involved. We just need to put a few more in here, and this is how it will look. So show the audience. And then as far as a topper, you could also put just a little piece of evergreen or something on top of it, and there you have it.
It's beautiful.
And also decorating. As far as decorating, you could use this for garland.
That's what I want to do. I want to decorate this year's tree with these and use it as garland because it's so beautiful.
It really is. And so that's the part of the dehydration, and anybody can do it. So that's what's in season is fruit. You can also bag this and take it to the nursing home and make somebody feel good. You know, there's a lot of people out there that, they don't have a lot of family and they're lonely. I mean, just a little bag of fruit is something that you can go and drop off and make someone's day.
Well, and you can also do this, like you said, with the nursing home. This is an easy project for, like my kids to go to the nursing home and actually do this project with the elderly.
Absolutely. Well, we can also make an arrangement. Why don't you start the arrangement, start putting some in, and then I'll just filter the dried fruit in and show you how colorful this can be. And it's very inexpensive. I think I paid about $2 for that little bag of potpourri. And, if you can't afford a big bouquet of flowers, this is very, very affordable and fun. I love to do all these projects, don't you?
I love them. This is such a great way to spend with your family, especially over the holiday season.
And homemade is the best. It really is.
It truly is.
Yeah, you want to
and these are the memories that your children and your family are going to...
How pretty is that?
Beautiful.
No time at all, under $10. All of this is under $10. Mimi, we can't forget about the pomegranates, and they are in season too, and I love pomegranates. And as you see here, I just made a little decorative table setting. You can put this in the middle of your table. It's nothing, but these are beautiful.
Well, I hate to admit this, but I really haven't ever worked with a pomegranate before. So if you can tell me about it, I don't even know how to
Oh,
cut a
absolutely.
pomegranate. I don't know anything about a pomegranate.
Easy. All you do, and you want to take this like this, and you want to go in the creases.
Wow.
And this is the way you get the aerials out without it being a real challenge for you. A lot of people don't know how to do this, and then the seeds are just everywhere, and it just becomes a real mess. But in those creases, you just look.
Oh, wow. And what do you do with the seeds?
Oh my gosh.
There's so many.
There's so you can decorate with them. You eat them. You put them in recipes. Oh my gosh. You can make a pomegranate cheese ball and just put these on the outside of the.
That's amazing, Abby. Oh my gosh. I've never had a pomegranate seed. It's so juicy.
It's tart. It's so much fun. You can do so many things with this, and the health benefits are is unbelievable. Hair loss, lower your cholesterol, high blood pressure. I mean, there's just so many benefits from a pomegranate. And the thing I like about these, they're beautiful. They say Christmas all day long. I really think they do. But that's what's in season. We're gonna come back, Mimi, and we're gonna make a little recipe. But before we do that, there's one more benefit of the citrus, and that is stovetop potpourri. If you want your house to smell really good, you slice up a few oranges, cranberries, cinnamon cloves, nutmeg, and a sprig of rosemary. And you put this on, simmer.
It'll make amazing.
Yeah, my house is smelling so good for Christmas, but just because of that. So that's the other thing you can do with fruit. That's what's in season, fruit. So we're going to come back and do a little recipe and show you how to entertain with your friends for the holidays. So we'll be right back.
It's time to discover the convenience and time savings of contact-free pickup with Ingles Curbside. Just visit shop.ingles-markets.com or download the app. And your Ingles personal shopper gets to work with specialized training on how to select the freshest items for a pre-scheduled pickup. They'll even text you with updates. You pull up to a designated space and your personal shopper delivers your items right to your vehicle. Fresh, fast, and affordable. It's all in the bag. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
We're back, and it wouldn't be the holidays, Mimi, without a nice appetizer. And I have a stuffed brie with some cranberry and my new candied jalapenos to give it some bite, some sweet heat. So,
well, this is going to be amazing because I've already tried your new product, and it is delicious.
Oh, I love it. Been working on it 2 years. Worked on it when my mother was passing, and just dropped it because I had to take care of her. But we're back in action with this. So the first thing I want to have you do, what we've done already, though, we've got some parchment paper, we got something to put in the center of this, and we've got these crescent rolls that are triangles, and we've made a little sun around this. And Mimi, why don't you go ahead and put the cranberry around the glass, put it close to it.
I'm so excited because I've actually never made a dish like this before.
It's great for
you. This is my daughter's favorite type of cheese.
Awesome.
So maybe I will surprise her with this over the holidays.
Well, you might take some home with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This could be served hot or cold, but you need to let it cool down after you take it out of the oven because brie gets hot. It's real runny. So, okay, I'm going to put some magic here on this. This is my jalapenos. This is going to give it that sweet heat.
Smells
and
so good.
This is a sweet heat spread, and it spreads over cream cheese. You can put it on burgers. You can eat it right out of the jar like my husband does. And I had some fishermen here, and they almost took this away from me.
I can understand.
I mean,
kind of want to take it away from you. It's so good.
Yeah. So anyway, there's that, and then what we do is we put some cheese. Why don't you grab some of this and help me build this? You're just building it up against the glass like this.
Okay.
And make sure it's really up there to where you tighten it in. You only need like a half of it. you know, some recipes call for 12 ounces, but I think you could do 6 ounces and be fine with it. And then you want a little savory in there, and that's when we have some bacon. So we just sprinkle the bacon around.
And for someone who doesn't eat meat, then it's just as good just to leave the bacon off.
Oh,
or do you have an alternative?
Nuts.
Oh, nuts.
You get walnuts, roasted nuts to give it that crunch. And then what we're going to do, Mimi, is we're going to remove this and we're going to wrap and roll. See?
Oh, wow.
Just make sure it's very secure, like so. See how that folds right up?
This will be another fun kid project.
Absolutely. We've just got this wrapped up, and now we need to egg wash it. So here we go.
And I want to thank you so much. I have an egg yolk allergy, and you were able to take out the egg yolk for me and just wash it with the white. So thank you so much.
Right. This is such a great little dish, and you can prepare it the day of your party, and you can even, after it cools down, you can cut it and serve it with a nice wine. I'm just gonna pour the rest of this on there, make sure it gets covered, and we're gonna put it in the oven, and we'll be right back. We're back. We took this out of the oven, and look at this, Mimi.
It's beautiful.
I think it's gorgeous, and we repurposed some of the fruit and the cranberries to serve it, and that's how you present it.
I'm so excited to actually do this holiday season with my family, and I'm actually going to dress it just like I learned today.
All right. Well, this is how you entertain, and this is how you repurpose and give gifts. We got the little container at Ingles, so anyway.
So we can get everything at Ingles.
Get everything at Ingles and on a budget. So thank you for coming on the show. Can't wait to play with your kids with some of these recipes.
Thank you for having me.
And
they love Aunt Abby. They love her.
All right. Thank you, Mimi.
Thank you.
And have a holly jolly Christmas. We'll be back with our celebrity chef, Joe Lasher.
Did you know Ingles only sells USDA Choice and Prime cuts of meat? Maybe it's time to reward yourself. Our butchers cut all our meat fresh in the store every day. Grass-fed, organic, you name it. Not only that, we'll even cut it to order just the way you like it. And we grind meat fresh in the store multiple times a day. It's all in the bag. That's the best meat in town for the best folks in town. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
We're back, and I have Smokin Joe Lasher from the Ingles table here, and he's going to show us how to do a holiday entree. Welcome to the show.
Well, I'm so glad to be here, Abby. You know you're my favorite person in the world.
Did y'all hear that? I'm now really holly jolly.
Holly jolly. I'm so happy to be here. So what we're doing is kind of a slash entree, or it could be an appetizer if you decided to do this pork tenderloin as a slider or something like that. So
right.
If you've ever picked up the Harvest Farm pork tenderloin from the Ingles Meat Department, you know it's really simple. It's already really clean cut. It's already been trimmed. And it's really quick and easy to make, and can be pretty impressive to your guests.
Right.
So today, all we're going to do is a cranberry glazed or a cranberry topping that I make on a pork tenderloin. We're going to take this to the skillet. I've got salt and pepper only on it.
Okay.
I've got some butter melted in the skillet over medium-high heat. We're going to sear all sides, and then we're going to slide this into a 450-degree preheated oven and let it come up to about 145 degrees.
And
so
you can do this because this is easy,
it's
right?
very simple, very simple.
You get so much into turkey, and everybody's just turkeyed out. You know, I like to look at different recipes for the holiday.
White meat.
Well, not only that, but to explore and try new recipes. And this is a good one.
Yeah. Well, and again, it can be pretty impressive when you talk about tenderloin. It's a lean, real easy to cook and real easy to eat meat.
I can't
So
wait.
I've got this thing coated and ready to go to the skillet. So let's take it to there, and then we'll come back and talk about the topping.
All right. We'll be right back. And we're back. And Smokin Joe, it looks like we've got a sauce to go over.
Yep. So we got our
tenderloin.
pork tenderloin in there, and it's gonna cut. It's on 450, and it's coming up to about 145 internal temperature. So that only takes about 10 minutes because we've seared it on every side, so it's already done some cooking.
Okay.
So we're gonna make a really quick sauce of cranberry. We've got some butter. We're going to put this butter in a pan over medium-high heat. We're going to do about a half of a small yellow onion, or about a half a cup. We're going to put some fresh chopped rosemary in there and let that onion start to cook down and deglaze. And then once it softens up, we're going to add some chicken broth. We're going to add some dark balsamic vinegar. We're going to add some whole cranberry sauce. And then I'm going to put a handful of fresh cranberries in there as well.
Oh, you got savory, sweet.
That's exactly right.
Meat.
And then it's just going to go perfectly over that pork. And if someone doesn't like pork, this sauce would actually go really well with chicken, roasted chicken or something like that, or even a turkey.
Or leftover turkey.
Leftover
right.
turkey. That's exactly right. So let's go to the stove and get her going.
Oh, let's go. I love this.
Here we
And
are.
we're back, and the magic starts, right?
Yeah, so we've pulled this out of the oven. Should be a nice, perfect 140 to 150. You know, a lot of people, the one thing that you do not want to do with a pork loin or pork tenderloin or a beef sirloin or anything like that, it's such a lean cut of meat that you do not want to overcook it, and that happens really quickly.
Because it keeps cooking after you take it out, right?
And, you know, cuts of pork like pork butt, shoulder butts, or that kind of thing are so fatty, so that's all low and slow.
Right.
You want to cook that really low and slow into a high temperature, 205 degrees. Loin, you want to cook high and fast to 140 to 150.
Like a steak, right?
Like a steak. That's exactly right. The pork is changed. Everything's changed. You know, when I was a kid, cook it to death, and you just ruin it. And you take all the taste and flavor and the juice, and even some of the health aspects of it.
Right.
So anyway, what we're going to do is we've got our sauce made. You can see that's thickened up so nicely.
Nice.
There. And what we're going to do is just take our knife and start to cut this.
Look how tender that is. That's
it's so amazing. And, you know, again, this size of cut of meat will make perfect sliders. So if you
appetizer, this is a perfect.
Yeah, you can do it a 2 or 3 person entree, or you can do sliders. So, and the other thing is, if you want to do a whole pork loin, so this is a tenderloin, and then there's the pork loin. If you want to do a whole pork loin, which is a bigger cut of meat, you treat it exactly the same way.
Right.
You just get that internal temperature right.
And that's more for a dinner, the pork.
Well, some people call it a roast, like a
Right.
pork loin roast or something like that. But this is just nice and juicy.
I've seen you do pork roast stuff. I mean, you are the king of all of this.
Well, I don't know about that.
And you do well with your fundraiser. You had a fundraiser.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. You know, we have a nonprofit, nohungrypeople.org. It's all about community and giving back to the community. And we just had a big event back in September. We have 2 a year, one in February and one in September. And we raised a lot of money to help feed a lot of people in our community. So.
Well,
and we need it right now.
Right. And we'll go into that shortly.
Yeah.
But just look at this. How beautiful.
Does that not look
really
great?
It's beautiful.
Well, and like I said, it's really
so easy.
So, I mean, the whole process is maybe 15 minutes, and you are just going to impress your guests and put out a delicious meal that's super quick and easy. Any day of the week.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, and for more recipes, we've got to talk about the Ingles Table magazine.
We've both been involved with that magazine for so long, and we've got so many recipes in there. I think I have a pan-seared scallop in this issue, and then maybe a dessert somewhere toward the back. But I'm so proud to be associated with Ingles.
I am honored to be associated with
Well, me too, and it's created a lot of opportunity for us to share our talents, and not only that, but learn. Like, I learn something every time I look at that magazine, because I flip past mine and to yours, and like, I want to try your recipe. But you know, out of the magazine goes to the website, the Ingalls-markets.com, and you can just click on recipes.
Right.
And
you know what would be fun is to have, I want to have a little party with girls and go get a magazine, pick the recipe, and everybody bring a dish, And that way they do get to see what this is all about.
Well, and again, the cool thing about the Ingalls Table magazine is there's some really beautiful and unique dishes, but every one of them is focused on affordability, accessibility, and time and conscious. So quick, easy, and affordable.
Yeah, so go buy. We've got the fall edition. Winter holiday will be out soon. So it's located in the deli at your local Ingalls Markets. And another thing that you're doing that I'm very, very I'm impressed with, Joe, is that you're out there in western North Carolina. You're in Mars Hill, but you're right above Asheville. And this season, we really need to think about how to give back to Asheville.
Right. At the time of this filming, we are about 6 weeks past Hurricane Helene.
Right.
And that was a terrible disaster for that area. It's something that no one was prepared for. And I know everyone's seen the news and the loss of life. But things are coming back. Our community up there is completely resilient. So all of these folks that have helped, and by sending money, water, cold weather clothing, all that stuff is being put to good use. But now that we are starting to get people back into some homes, we've got plenty of bottled water. The city is starting to open back up. And the best way that people can help, in my opinion, is come to Asheville.
And shop downtown.
Come to Asheville and
downtown
shop.
was hit terribly. They're not even having their Christmas parade. So if you want to really give back and make an impact this holiday season, you need to plan a road trip. I think John and I will go up there.
And please do come up to Asheville
and really figure out how we can make a difference. And everybody needs to make a difference this holiday season because it really makes you feel good to give back.
Yeah, and definitely this was close to home. We see.
Oh my goodness!
This is home,
right?
And so
we were
Asheville,
just
and then
scared. We were just so worried that our trees would come down over our house because we've got really tall hemlocks out there, and it could happen to anyone. So just this holiday season,
come to Asheville.
Come to Asheville, spend money, and I know it's going to be make you feel good, and I know you'll have a more giving heart and have a good experience by doing that. So I want to thank everybody for joining us today on Field of Fort. I want to thank Mimi Tyson for helping us show what's in season, and Joe Lasher for showing us a beautiful holiday dish. And we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.